Okay, guys, we are about to talk about the most active stocks on the market. These stocks are high volume and these stocks are highly volatile. We're only going to get about to the top first five, as they are the five trending, the ones that everybody are watching the most right now. And we'll just get right into it with ELAB coming in for a massive bull run here into the after hours and spiking into the pre-market. We were up huge gains in ELAB. We really want to lock in those gains, seeing this thing become overbought and coming in for a round of bearish divergence. Now, ELAB is a very wrecked penny stock. One thing to always understand about these very wrecked penny stocks, especially when they are the ones that are getting up to 1.7 billion in value, we don't see these stocks get to on average at all. On average, this stock has 69 million in value with a free float of 33 million. ELAB is under a lot of bearish pressure since the overall stock markets and crypto markets are overbought and getting ready to come in for more bearish pressure. They are both making bearish divergence. Now, as you guys see, if you've been seeing my previous videos and you up in the Discord following with all the alerts, I'm telling you that there's going to be a crash coming in. This is just the beginning with a quick dip starting to come in as the bearishness is starting to slowly coming in more and more day by day. Here towards the end of the week, and even here towards the after hours, they're gonna want to try to come in for like a quick round of boosts to push them back up. You can see here that as the markets push up to new highs, 6,000 no less. And if I go show you Bitcoin, everything that's been going on with the overall crypto markets, you're gonna see that Bitcoin as well pushing up to these new highs about 95,000. That's 93,000 to be exact. Going back down right now for bearish divergence, they are about to dump it all out. Because don't nobody want to get caught in that downtrend. They're going to lock in their gains. Now, not to say that the whole market is just about to come in for a massive crash. We love that. Our puts be exploding and whatnot. But more than likely, they touch down towards the middle range on the RSI where they start building support down there. Towards like 5,900 range. Because they don't want to see the whole markets crash. This is good right now for the entire world of the why the markets are coming in for more non-stop bullishness. And the rounds of these, I'm showing you guys so in depth about the different market conditions for stocks and crypto, so you understand that your hosts are gonna follow along in that trend. And for you who don't know, be knowing what be going on and how to follow along with everything, you're going from overbought to oversold. But now it's oversold. You want to buy in, it's gonna get overbought, like how ELAB is oversold right now. And here towards the after hours, they're gonna want to buy this thing back up towards overbought. You just rinse and repeat. You're just going back and forth, and you follow along properly in the market conditions, letting you know what the next thing is. But here on ELAB, I am as well getting ready to load up more ELAB for another quick round as we locked in this thing earlier on. And I was making early videos this morning talking about the top pre-market gainers and about how ELAB was getting over that 1 billion in value. These are alerts that you see along in the Bank with Billy Discord when I'm telling you when to buy these things, what's going on with these things, what that percent is. I always remind you to remember to lock in gains and settle somewhere, and you will still always be able to see when I'm telling you that I'm selling out of that thing to lock in those gains. Every day is not the day to trade just because I'm trading stocks on that day, like during market conditions and whatnot. Doesn't mean that you have to. It really does truly come down to understanding your own personal goals and roles for the market and how you like to move and trade to achieve those goals depending on whatever your specific role is. We go for a lot more options trading as well. You want to start learning on some of those. Like this is just a normal thing of just what we do, getting these stocks, getting these options, going oversold, going overbought. And to me, it's just natural. To most of us at Bank Ability, it's just natural. We just kind of just do it. So we don't even think too much. You know what I mean? You see it, you just go ahead and grab that thing. If you don't see it on time, you didn't see me put out that alert on time, you just don't go for it. Simple as that. And I already know it's about to explode next. But ELAB, very choppy here. They are most likely going to be doing a reverse split. I'm pretty sure that they came out with news about an extension or something like that not too long ago. But either way though, they down here towards 2 cents. They not finna explode up to $1, not too easily at all. This thing is only pretty much sold off since forever. And for you don't know what ELAB is, they make skincare They make skincare products. So for them to not get no FDA approvals and they only be down to a mass like this because don't nobody want to buy them, they skincare products probably not getting the job done. It's probably turning somebody's skin green or something crazy like that. So those are things to be watching out for when you talk about these different stocks, especially therapeutics type stocks and whatnot. But next we got X. Oh yeah, hold on. In fact, for those of you who are newer to trading, and newer here at Banking with Billy, so I be using two different platforms. I be using Webull and I be using Moomoo for these stocks. And I wanted to show you here is the difference between Webull and Moomoo and the different type of pressure that you'll be seeing for more up to date information on Moomoo versus here over on Webull. And of course, if you are already at the channel, been here for a while, or even you new here. Quick updates for you who haven't seen the last ones or whatnot. What I did here is I split up our channels. Okay, so our original Banking with Billy channel making our videos on. Pretty much, I just split that up now into, and I made another one called Bacon with Billy Breakout. So we're making this video on now. This is where we're talking about our most actives, our top gainers, our 52 week lows, and the stock that you guys request and whatnot. So we can keep that main channel in the algorithm and they be able to keep you guys going, which are hot penny stocks and all that stuff like that. You know, I got you guys. You can always join me in our Banking with Billy classroom. I'm in here 24/7. I sleep in the Banking with Billy classroom and everything. You ever ready for a trade? Just jump in and tell me that you want to get that trade. Jump in and ask your questions. If I'm asleep in there, it's like 3 a.m. Just go ahead and jump in and wake me up. Banking with Billy is a 24/7 live stock analyst server. We doing this all day. And if you're newer to trading, I can get you caught up to speed so you can be doing this all day as well. And of course, that's what you want. That's what you want. You know, you want to be getting these. What stock was that? Just oh yeah, ELAB. We talk about the ELAB, and what I'm about to show you here on the ELAB, because we're coming here towards the after hours, so you need to be able to see this, that the current pressure right now on ELAB is bearish. Okay, extra largest, mediums, and smalls going out. You don't have them coming in just yet, which is why I didn't make another big move on ELAB just yet, because it might not be spiking up tomorrow, especially while you have the overall stock market getting ready to turn bearish and coming in a Friday. Like tonight, everybody can just decide. You already know how I go. There's gonna be some hot news. The big whales and whatnot going. They're locking their gauge. You gonna go read the Fox News talking about how big whales starting to take massive puts and all that stuff like that. In fact, I gotta go see exactly what's going on right now. We just go to our market flow section. What they got going on? Okay, let me see. They got the Fed doesn't need to be in a hurry to reduce interest rates. Powell is about to speak. I think I missed out on that. I didn't know that was going on. Um, and they were trying to take some calls out early on, as you can see, big calls on a lot of things up until Powell spoke, and now everything is just slowing down and things are getting more bearish right now. I'm getting ready to go for some puts, man. You know, like I don't like to. I'm not one to bet against the flow. That's like trying to surf on that's like trying to surf on a wave that you're not supposed to be jumping into yet. You got to get it at the bottom. Don't get it while it's at the top. It's impossible for you to gain a natural consistency and continuously get wins at all. You know, if you buying when they're about to sell everything off. You know, it's like I mean, make it make sense. You know, make it make sense. Why you buying up everything? You know, there's no point in buying up everything if they're about to be selling everything off. So this does come down to like personal portfolio asset management from there because it maybe you still want to be catching those moves and you still believe, but maybe from there it's time for you to use a smaller position size or something of the sort. Well, hot news about Powell Wells, I messed up on this earlier on. This is what they're talking about how the treasury market functions very well. In the case of financial stability event, Fed can use emergency tools. Fed needs to look at net effect of any new policies. It's not common that change in government policy have immediate effects in achievement of goals. We will be careful to better understand the net effects of policies as they affect achievement of Fed goals. I really did think that was going to be much more of an informational thing right there. Powell says no need for Fed to rush rate cuts given a strong economy. What's this coming out today? Trump rally fades as investors await Powell's remarks. Bitcoin drops. Yeah, that's exactly what I was looking for right there, actually. The Trump rally was fading and the whole market's getting ready to crash because when I say it's about to be a crash, like, I don't just say this stuff for nothing, bro. Y'all, if you've been trading for a while, you already know how this goes, so you trying to be bracing yourself for holding off. Don't mess around like that. But yeah, watch out for that bearishness tomorrow. Next, we got XTIA. Okay, this one right here, aerospace. For those of you who don't know what XTI Aerospace is, this is an aircraft development company. Okay, let me tell you one reason why art is good, because right now the whole world is raging all about helicopters and flying taxis and all that stuff like that. And speaking about stuff flying, that not to get off track, but the NASA went from studying and discovering the oceans to being most focused on getting us off the planet, right? Just take that into consideration when we talk about the future of everything. And currently, right now, they got SpaceX sending spaceships on missions and then coming back to actually land and then getting resent out for the first time, which is revolutionary. That's about to turn us into an interplanetary species as cryptocurrency is expanding. We about to become a Web 5 based world and like I say, a multiplanetary species. They're not taking your dollar bills over there to fucking Jupiter or Mars, wherever they going. You know what I mean? They're gonna send those cryptocurrencies across the stars. You ever seen Star Wars or Star Trek or anything? Played a space game? They call them credits. Okay, XTIA Aerospace, this aircraft development company, is going to be getting a lot of juice and a lot of pressure down at the bottom, as the rest of them are starting to get a lot of extra pressure, juice, and attention as well. Now, one thing about XTIA though, like in comparison to the other ones and whatnot, this thing wrecked. We talking about this thing been destroyed. XTIA has never actually this thing has never not been destroyed. Look at this. I don't even know how to say that number up there. They done came in for so many reverse splits throughout the history that they had what's that, a 109 trillion? They said they price up there at 109 trillion up there or something crazy, right? They've never really been up there. They just did so many splits and delusions through the time, it actually got them up there. In fact, just seeing that, I'm surprised that they even still survive on the market. That's crazy. Let's go see our balance sheet though. Look at them. They starting to get good up there. I guess they got their assets out doing liabilities, and they did nonetheless come in for a quick round of the bullish divergence on multiple occasions for the last couple of days. Yesterday into the after hours, massive into the pre-market. Quick sell off. And all the way into the opening came in. Let's go look at XTIA along in the Discord. Something really is going on with a lot of these high penny stocks, especially the big whales want to finally take their turns to they want to mess around and stuff like that with these things for these quick spikes, and they will have you fooled, bro. You want to make sure that you are being up to date, following along with your proper indications and your proper flow. Because somebody they gonna lock your gains off. Like those big whales, the big whales succeed off of us small retails as a whole failing. You gotta have somebody betting in the wrong direction or somebody losing for somebody else to win. So like when all those small retailers done lost things like those big wells, they be all in it together. They have the big market maker table, market makers, everybody press that button, everybody press this button. You know how stocks hot, they up there pressing a pause button on that stock and they sit there and come up with a plan for about a good 15, 20 minutes. Like this is how we finna get down on those small retails. Watch out for those guys. You know what I mean? That's why I recommend going for your smaller positions, your smaller targets, 7 to 15% up, 7 to 15% down. This way you can never go wrong. You always be on point. Next, you got MTEM. We got this molecular templates, okay? I don't see this one too often popping up. In fact, got an average volume of 4.27 million today with a volume of 3.23 million. Of course, we don't see this one popping up too often. This is a clinical stage biopharmaceutical company focused on the discovery and development of targeted biologic therapeutics. Of course, we don't see this one popping up too often, but we have seen MTEM pop up before, and we have caught MTEM for previous bull runs in the past. I'll show you some of these right now, following along with all of the alerts along in the Bank of Wibbly Discord, where not only you'll be able to get all of my alerts, but also there's from the rest of the experience coaches and analysts in here throwing their plays, and I like to follow along. You already know how this go with the parabolic scan bot. Think about the parabolic scan bot is when you see it coming out, you just need to remember that this is not a oversold reversal scan bot. How when you talking when I'm talking about my stocks and you catching my trades and I'm going for it at the bottom for a reversal, okay, and it's easier to follow along in and be safer at the bottom. The parabolic scan bot is for those it's for the brave and the bold. You got to be brave and bold to be going for a stock that's already breaking out. Talking about getting a quick risky breakout, but nonetheless, though, if you are brave and bold enough to do so, you will be able to do those things like how I do, anyways. For example, I would get UAVS off of the parabolic scan by. UAVS is for about a good like 40, 50%, and then of course I'll lock in gains off of that quick pullback. Stop losses get hit. That's how you run it. That's how you run it. And when you start to see those stocks up, you gotta remember if you jump to a stock that's already breaking out or whatnot, and I'll get back to the chart so I can show you how to catch a breakout here in a second, but you catching that, bro, you the last one to the party. Keep in mind. But not only you didn't have to be allowed to part of MTM, you could have seen it early off of those extra early alerts that were coming out because, like I say, this wasn't we caught MTM for multiple rounds of coaches have been throwing out MTM. It's easy when we know what you're going for. It is literally the same setup and the same strategy every single trade. Looking at MTM going back down towards this most low in the result position, you catch them bullseye version. It's gonna be a while, it's gonna be choppy up in between there, but when you up early morning and then you see all that value starting to pick up and whatnot, and then when you watching your things, like actually sitting there watching your charts or watching the markets, if you are like always going back to check on the markets and whatnot, then you're like in the cycle of things like how we always going from our 52-week lows, and those 52-week lows always become the most active, like how ELAB is, and XTIA is, or stuff like that right now, and then it becomes the top gainer, and then we be able to go back down to the 52-week lows and rinse and repeat, and so on and so forth, because we are in a cycle of things. How are we able to keep this going on without getting washed out? Because we continuously coming up. Don't get me wrong. You're gonna get it's gonna be a hit or two sometimes. You know what I mean? You got to settle out somewhere. Maybe you have to let that stock go for 4% for a 4% loss because you got tired of waiting a week for that low stat side to explode. Don't get me wrong. You will sometimes catch the FOMO and jump up in the stock. You know what I mean? And then the markets get to doing this and selling back off. And it's just like, oh man, you look back at your phone a little bit too late. Now you down 15-20%. You will run into these situations sometimes. But the thing is, you're gonna have a natural consistency. How we over in that Bank of Wibbly Discord, everybody follows along in my alerts because I have a very strong natural consistency. I've been doing this for years. In fact, this is literally the only thing I've done for years, for like 5 years now. Sitting here watching these stocks and actually putting out alerts. I kid you not, you won't even make it to the top of my section. I challenge you to scroll up. Anybody seeing this, whether you on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, I don't know, you on Odyssey, whatever it is, you on your VR set watching this thing somewhere in the metaverse, I don't know. Hit that like button, share it out. And again, I challenge you. If you could make it up to the very top of my section, I cash up you some dollars as a winning prize. Cause I don't think nobody can. I've been putting those in here for years. And it shouldn't take long. You can scroll fast, but bro, if you actually do, you're gonna see a extremely strong natural consistency in every single alert, going for the same strategy every single trade. Every stock that has exploded, ever has exploded, ever will explode, and never does, gets learned out in the Discord. I've been making videos for years, and every single video I'm making, I'm able to. I don't rehearse this stuff. I don't sit here and get the high man. Let me plan this out. Let me write down a note here. I'm gonna come in to say that there. Well, I turn that thing on. I just get to going because I already know what I'm finna say. I'm about to say the truth. I'm about to show you 100% stats, 100% charts, actual real facts and data in your face. So not something that was just over here built on speculation and and I'm trying to work around. No, these are real actual stats and facts in your face. Where I'll be able to go and show you a random date. What stock is this? This SVMH stock. Look at this stock down here at 18 cents. Billy, I just go type that in. I don't even know if it came out with alerts or not. I'm just gonna type it in to see. But the thing is, when you already know what you're going for, it makes easier. You have 1,000 eyes on everything. It's thousands of us. It's probably like 7,000 of us in bankability. Probably like 5, 6,000, somewhere around that range. And we're all with literally the same single trade. All you have to do is see those things on time. Like I'm finna go ahead and show you SVMH right now. And when you type in SVMH right now, you'll be able to see the early alerts and the early videos that was going out because we already been on SVMH. Alert coaches already been putting out alerts for SVMH. Get in at the early CD, some strong buy areas. Don't miss this. So on and so forth. Like I say, everything that and I can scroll back more and more. I'm just not gonna waste your time scrolling back anymore because you already know how I go. When you see them in there, it's 1,000 times easier because of right now, if you're not in banking with Billy and you're probably seeing this video and you newer to all of this, you probably wondering like, okay, where's the next stock at? What's gonna be exploding next? It's already getting alerted out in the Discord. All you really gotta do is just go in there and see it. But SVMH, one thing about SVMH stock is this stock never does well. I've never seen this stock ever do well. I mean, quick spikes, don't get me wrong, quick spikes, but quick spikes aren't deemed as quality. And that's what we talking about when I mean do well. Because that quick spike and sell off is actually the exact opposite of quality. Because that means that only day traders did that. Buying that thing in for a quick spike and selling that back off. And ain't nothing wrong with it, but let me tell y'all something, bro. Those day traders be the ones that got everything messed up. You talking about this could have been a decent longer swing or whatever. But in the morning time, hold on. I don't say this stuff for nothing. Let me scroll back. In the morning time, everybody who done bought that thing up sold it back off. adding to a bearish sentiment. All the swing traders bought up thinking this thing finna go in, a couple cents, maybe 10 cents. But all the day traders said, I'm just gonna buy it for a quick spike. And look, I'll show you how fast that was. I go down to a 1 minute chart. They say I don't say this stuff for nothing. They say we finna do the quick thing on this. And they don't care about how swing traders feel. They don't worry about how the long term investor feel. They're not worried about a fundamental. They finna do the quick get in and get out. And then they're gonna be in the feeds. Y'all know how going I can't see the feeds over here on Webull on the laptop. But y'all know how it is when you go to the feeds on that stock and then everybody being there talking, oh, those guys shields, those long term investors, they just don't know they should have locked in their gains, all that stuff like that, bro. They being there going crazy. Don't follow along with all those people who be in those feeds saying that stuff. Those people are stuck in those feeds saying that stuff and wondering what's next because they don't know how to trade. Most of those big wells and institutions as well don't know how to trade. For example, which is why you've been seeing them buying things up so thirsty in a market that's overbought. Have you ever seen markets looking like this? If you know to trade, and know you haven't, but I know many of you have been seeing my videos for years. We've never seen nothing like this. This is pure manipulation. I mean, big rally from Trump getting president, and what's going on with Elon Musk is Elon Musk is pretty much going to be the president. While Donald Trump just be chilling, but it's added to the bullish sentiment, and they don't want to let it fall. You telling me that these markets shouldn't have been fell back down a few days ago? In fact, the market shouldn't even have gotten this high. You know what I mean? Which is why they not going higher because they should have never got this high in the first place like that. They got too much pressure on to say, can't even make it go higher right now. If they could have, then they would have just did it. Watch out for those market conditions, man. You don't want to be getting caught in none of those extra traps, man. And last up on our list. Oh yeah, notice we ain't going too much deeper in SVMH because there ain't too much to talk about there, man. They all messed up. I don't even know what this is. What is this? What they do? This is a they are engaged in private e-motorbikes in India. They were going down, they stopped going down to 2 cents all the way from 83 cents. This thing wasn't even at $1 when it came out. What be going on here? I don't know what be going on with these stocks, man. That thing be crazy. Next, you got QUBT. Okay, the quantum computing. Okay, this is about to be major. And I'm not just saying just this stock, because the stock probably going to sell all the way back off. It's overbought. But like the quantum computing in general. Y'all know what quantum computing is, bro? They're gonna be needing this quantum computing to be at the top peaks for to turn us into Web 5, to turn us into Web 5 is not just finna be internet no more, bro. It's gonna be internets all around you. You know what I mean? I'm talking Futurama style. I'll show y'all some pictures and stuff in another video. I don't want to dive in too deep because then people gonna be, oh, Billy just crazy, with his conspiracies over there. Now, I got real facts and data and news to verify everything I be saying too. But QUBT up here at 60% quantum computing. Okay, so you want to teleport. We want to teleport, right? This is where quantum computing is going to come in. This is where they're going to be able to have you teleport from one thing. This is how they're going to be able to send your dinner from that restaurant over there, all right to your right to your quantum computing microwave right next to you. Just going to be instant for you. And upon many more things that we're going to dive into, because now I want to go make a quantum computing video, but just to show you, just to give your mind a quick grasp around on what quantum computing can do. But like I said, you got to talk about crypto and Web 5 and the different layers of the internet and like quantum computing and the future of what's going on and stuff like that. It's gonna take a much longer video. It's gonna take a lot of patience too because there's a lot of stuff going on in the world that many of us don't know. And this is all coming from my recent studies because I've been diving deeper into everything, bro. Some stuff I want to tell, and some stuff I can't even say on these channels. You know what I mean? They cancel. But average value of 3.16 million on QUBT. We'll be watching this stock that is in quantum optics and nanophotonic technology. This company provides accessible solutions with real-world industrial applications using nanophotonic-based quantum entropy that can be used anywhere with little to no training, operates at normal room temperatures, low power, and not burdened with environmental requirements. Its core nanophotonic-based tech is applicable to both quantum computing as well as quantum intelligence, cybersecurity, sensing, and imaging solutions. Let's open up their website. I don't think I've ever seen a website before, so I'm excited to see what they got going on here. And before we do that, I gotta go see what's going on in the Bank with Billy Discord because the QUBT is going crazy. And anybody can go up here and use the Bank with Billy search engine. Just go up there and type in whatever you be talking about, typing in. It don't matter, you know what I mean? If you got something on your mind and whatnot, You can always go there and just type it in. You will be seeing how the alerts going out. You will be seeing everything that's going on with that stock in order. Don't get me wrong. It take a little bit of time to understand how to read things, and you know it's in the market. You don't even understand anything yet, anyways. So you might as well start somewhere. Start out by being able to read the information in order, and then you go look at those dates, bro. Those dates. Like when you studying this stuff. Like let's say that you join on Bank with Billy Discord today. You're brand new here and whatnot, and then you trying to understand and read stuff and whatnot. What you gonna do is you're gonna be finding. You're gonna go look at your alerts, whatever section that you choose to be your favorite. You're gonna go see the time and date for that. And then you're gonna go match that up with your chart. There's many sections that are throwing out all these alerts because there's many different ways to trade and stuff like that, and many different coaches that put out their alerts because they are trading, at their own different times, and make sure you guys can be able to have the opportunity to diversify your skill sets. What my goal was here at Bank Mobility to be able to master every single possible style of trading strategy that there could be off of every single possible time frame, no matter what. Let's say that your time frames be at these times and those times, and everybody else be at those times. There's a section there for you that's throwing out what you need at your times and your frames and your percentages, and you never know what to go for. And for somebody just can't figure out how to read anything, you can always just sit back along and just follow along with my alerts. I'm doing this all day anyways. You know what I mean? There's no reason why anybody in the entire world should be missing out on any of these easy games. I don't do this like the rest of the other, y'all favorite YouTubers over there and whatnot, and those guys who are putting out alerts down there and whatnot. Most of them, for one, let me tell you something, most of them, for one, don't even know how to trade. And for two, they will leave you hanging. They'll leave you hanging in a heartbeat. I'm telling you now, bro, because I done did it all. I started out new before, trying to learn markets, trying to find a place and all that stuff like that. And they will put out a stock alert. You don't know what's going on. They'll leave you hanging. For me, it's different because I'm specifically telling you exactly when we're selling that out, whether it's a gain or a loss. Well, I think I took a loss today. Let me see. I cut it out for a loss real quick. Where is that? Cutting a TRNR. TRNR, 28% loss. I cut that out real quick. You'll be able to see that nobody gets left hanging. And you see me locking in those gains, when you see me putting out that alert saying I'm selling this thing for those prices and whatnot, like if you really want to be moving close as possible to how I'm moving, I recommend you sell there too. Don't forget to form on AGRI. I'm locking in a 50% gain. You think you can go up another 100. It most likely is, but just lock that in. And get ready for anything because that next thing is getting alert out no matter what, anyways. You're not missing out on anything. And that brings me into saying you don't have to trade every single day. Like, honestly, bro, you can really just take your time and like maybe you only catching 2 or 3 other trades a week or something like that, or however you got it going on. You don't got to be catching everything every single day. I know we want to get that money, and we want to get it going and whatnot, but you will wash yourself out, bro. Because when you can only get so many you can only do so much. Okay, you can only do so much, man, and that goes for me too. That goes for these big whales up here in them too. You know what I mean, bro, there and dude here, they can only do so much. You know, like those big whales, those institutions, they got a limited amount of capital as well, and you don't want to be going in with your whole portfolios on the stock. I'm just telling you now, bro. You better not do that. Don't get me wrong. You get that explosion and whatnot, but that's one of the most dangerous things you can do. You go in on, let's say you loaded the QUBT up with the whole portfolios, and then it just wasn't that bullish of a day for it, and then it turned down and sold off real fast because the whole market's turning around. So like if you newer to trading, this is what I recommend you, bro. You go ahead and just use your small percentage targets. You go for small portions and whatnot, and then you go for a small goal at first. Maybe your goal is just to see if you can handle a $50 phone bill for 1 month. See, you can go ahead and like honestly, if you set a goal of being able to handle your phone bill, water bill, electricity bill. I don't know how many bills you got, but your 3 main bills right there, where Wi-Fi included, bro. That's really not too much. You're talking about like $200-$300 if that. I mean, it's winter time, you know what I mean? So I know things be a little bit low, but around that range, nonetheless, though, it's still not a lot. Those little couple $100. See if you can make that goal of doing that, and it shouldn't take too much for you to get that within a month. And if that's too much, then go ahead and see if you get your phone bill. Your phone, what, about $30-$40? If you can't do that one, I don't, and you can do it. Because no matter what, I'll be in here all along the way to make sure you guys can succeed. And I'm Billy Banks. Join me in the Bank with Billy classrooms. I'm in here all day, every single day, all night, ready to do a trade on the stock, the options, the crypto. I'm excited to teach a lesson. I'm getting ready for the next video right now. I'll see you guys in there. Happy trading.